Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected president 4 times. Roosevelt died in office not long after he was re-elected the last time. Even though people had voted him into office, most people thought that more than 2 terms was too many for a president to serve. Wow, we can't trust ourselves, the people reasoned. We might vote the same man into office over and over once again. In 1951, the 22nd Amendment was ratified. Now the president can serve no more than 2 terms. Americans were pleased to have the decision taken out of their hands. Still, there are no term limits for the office of Vice President, U.S. Representative, or U.S. Senator. Question: would government work better with term limits on all federal offices? Term limits seem to be the go-to answer these days anytime somebody wants to make a change in government. The results would be disappointing. Term limits fail to address any root cause. In a democratic society, government fails because voters are incompetent. The public is irresponsible, gullible, and lazy. Term limits enable bad voter behavior. If politicians get off task, that's a symptom, not a cause. There is an alternative to term limits that will address root causes of problems and accomplish goals that term limits try to address. A sunset amendment. A sunset provision of no more than 20 years for all new laws that are passed with less than a 2/3 majority of both houses. The new health care law would expire in 20 years or less, unless renewed. The logic in a sunset amendment is that it would reduce the value to the selfish interest of their constant lobbying efforts. Congress would reevaluate every new law in 20 years or less. Most new laws are bad. Most laws are passed for the benefit of just a few wealthy Americans. A sunset amendment would regularly remove bad laws from the books. A sunset amendment would discourage lobbyists. A sunset amendment would give a balance of power back to citizens. New laws would be more likely to serve society as a whole and not just large financial interests.